here all the way from the Northern Ohio Juggling Institute. All you should do is juggling show for you. He's performed at the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Indians. He's performed for the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. And he is here somewhere. Is he in there? Let's welcome him with a big round of applause, okay?
Job. So here's how it works. I'm going to make it your job as the audience to watch this yellow ball. It'll be my job, Kevin the juggling guy, to watch the two red ones. I do twice as much work. It's my show. You're watching the yellow. I'm watching the two red. We all set? Let's go for it. Sorry, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, I'll get the red ones going like this. There, that's nice. Wow. Now you're probably thinking, hey, why this Kevin guy needs smart people? Here's why. I think that I can sneak in the yellow ball while you're not paying enough attention. Yeah, you're thinking right, like some juggler from Ohio could fool us, the smart kids of Upper St. Clair. But you're not watching close enough. Suddenly that yellow ball is in there. Wow. Now that's serious juggling. That's not serious juggling? No, of course not. Everybody knows the yellow ball belongs on top like that. That's it right there. Good. What do you mean no? Oh wait, you mean they ought to go around and around that way like that? There, like that. No. Over the top. Where's it go? Out of my hand, okay. Thanks a lot, that little girl made me do that. But hold on, I know what she meant. She wants them mixed up like this. Yeah, thank you very much.
You don't want it like you're just carrying it.
Oh, okay, you mean like this. Thank you very much. Whoa, hold everything. I just had a thought. I don't get many, so I celebrate every one. You're a nice audience. I'm a nice juggler. So I'm going to share with you nice folks the 2 secrets to being a juggler. Wouldn't that be neat? Nod your heads like this. Okay, get ready. 2 secrets to being a juggler. First thing, you have to wear a conservative shirt. Second thing, and this is important, you have to watch the ball at all times.
You are watching it.
Don't argue with me, I'm the juggler. Of course I'm watching. In fact, I'm helping you. I'm watching the yellow. That's the one I put you in charge of. So remember, get back. So remember, get back here. Come on now, whatever happens with the yellow. Remember, whatever. I certainly don't think that's necessary. I put you in charge of one ball, you hit me on the head 3 times. But watch out, nice folks, Upper St. Clair, because I'm going to mix them up real good. Then we'll see if you can find the round one. That's a bounce trick I put in recently. Now watch out, ladies and gentlemen, because your yellow ball is now back out here. So I'll just put them in with the others right about there. And then right back home where they belong, just like that. Well, thank you very much. Kyle, you know what this is? It's a hat. You know what I call it? Nope, I call it Kevin's hat. I call it that because I'm Kevin and this is my hat. I have a lot of worthless skills. Now, Kyle, can you hold that real good with 2 hands? That's great. You just hold on to that hat. Everybody, this is Kyle holding a hat. Now, Kyle, I've been working on a fancy new juggling trick lately. You know what I call it? Kevin's fancy new juggling trick. I named it myself. It looks something like this. What I do, Kyle, I take all 5 of the colorful balls and I toss them through the air in an apparently effortless pattern like this. But Kyle, I've been working on a fancy new finish. You know what I call it? No, I call it Fred. It looks like this. Here's what happens. Kyle, while juggling all the balls, here goes the fancy finish. Now, Kyle, that's not fancy enough for this audience. So, what I thought would make it even better is if while juggling these, I were to say Kyle, 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 and they would all wind up on the floor. But it's okay. It's my fault. I picked Kyle. Thank you for getting that. Kyle, this time, when I toss him high in the air, you catch him in that hat. If Kyle catches all 5 in the hat, he gets a valuable prize, and he gets to go through the rest of his life known as Kyle, the Hat Dude. Get ready, Kyle. Here they go, flying through the air. Okay, Kyle, this one's yours. Small round of applause. Lift up. It's a big hat. Okay, Kyle, we're down to just 4 left. Up. Hold on. Gotta show off a little. That'll be enough. Okay, Kyle, this one's yours? Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up at St. Clair, we're down to just 3 left. Here we go. Kyle. I got it. Just keeping him interested. Get ready, Kyle, this one's yours. Kyle, this one's yours. Kyle. Yeah. Hold on, Kyle. Kyle, for all your time, trouble, and hard work, you get the title of Kyle the Hat Dude. You also get an official kiln dried, eraser included, Kevin the Juggling Guy pencil, and a big round of applause. Thanks, Kyle.
Mimi! Take my mom, take her!
Oh, that's great. What's your name, young man? I'm sorry? Ted? Hi, Ted. How you been? Ted, and your mom's really nice? And she can be in the show and that'd be okay with you? What's your mom's name? Barbara, and she's nearby and she can be in the show? That's great. Let's have a nice hand for Barbara, Ted's mom. Where's the... Oh, come on up, Barbara. That's great. Thanks, Ted. Hey, Ted, are you familiar with the phrase grounded forever? That's great. Come right on up, Barbara, you lucky lady. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for joining the show. You can just stand in the Kyle spot. He's not using it. Now, for the benefit of the other moms and dads, why don't you give Ted that loving look? That's the one. You volunteered me for the juggling show look. Now, Ted, this is your mom, and I bet she's a pretty neat mom, isn't she? In her own odd way. Now, Barbara, since you're here at the library with your nice son, you got other children?
My daughter.
That's great. Well, I'm going to guess that since you're at this beautiful library with your beautiful kids, that you're probably the kind of mom who would agree with me, Kevin the Juggling Guy, that it's fun and good for people to learn new things. Sure, and I bet you'd also agree we all have hidden talents, no? Things we don't even know we're capable of. Yeah. Ted, wouldn't it be neat to watch your mom learn a brand new skill right here at the library? That'd be great, but hold everything, time out. I've gone way out on a limb. I promised Barbara a brand new skill. I don't know that she hasn't been doing this her whole life. So Barbara, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to guess you've not done much nun-boxing. Okay, I went out on a limb, I took a chance, I was proven right. Barbara has never nun-boxed in her whole life. Now Barbara, you'll see there's 2 little levers right there. There you go. You just go ahead and flip those little levers down. There you go. You go ahead and practice that. There you go. Just pull. There you go. Hey, you look good doing that. Now, I will, of course, get out my nun. And before the contest begins, Barbara and I hang around in our corners. We bounce around a lot. We punch stuff that's not even there. Punch stuff that's not there. Very good. And then, before the contest, we're called to the middle of the ring for a meeting. We throw no punches, but we stare in each other's faces. We say mean things. You've got bad habits. Get it? Now it's time for the contest, but hold everything. We're going to need a bell. So when I wave my hand, if you would loudly say ding. Very good. Also, if at any time during the contest, if a nun should be knocked off her feet, we have no feet. If a nun's knocked over, you can count. 1, 2. Very good, we're ready. We're in our corners. Then we hear the bell. Oh, they're really mixing it up good. We got no chance. You're in over your head, sister. And then, out of nowhere, I'm hurt.
1, 2, 3.
I'm better now. And then the bell rings. We relax. We're friends again. Hi, let's go to lunch. We'll go to Upper St. Clair. They got lots of good restaurants. We can go to King's. Now it's time that we judge our contest. And we will use the Upper St. Clair Library polite applause scoring method. By polite applause, how many felt the winner was Sister Mary Why I Oughta? Woo! How many felt the winner was Mother Balboa? Ah, hometown judging. I'm mad now. And now Mom Barbara. A big moment in your life. For all your time, trouble, and hard work. You get the title of Nun-Boxing Mom. You also get a Kevin the Juggling Guy pencil and a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Whoa, time out, major announcement here. This is huge. Cheryl, Mary, I'm no Gene Dixon, but I think I see a pencil in your future. Now, just relax. You'll be treated very nice. There you go, Mary. If you would hold that. Carol, if you would hold that. Now, what I thought I'd do to make the day special. Do you ladies know each other? No, just a couple strangers. Well, that's great. What I thought I'd do is to bring up a couple of strangers, give them each a stick, and just let them smack each other. Oh, please don't do that. You mentioned that in Bethel Park. They're smacking by now. Just hold that up nice and straight if you would. There you go. We'll just hang that right there, and one for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen of Upper St. Clair, watch what's about to happen. These nice ladies are going to hold that stick near the bottom with their index finger up the stick just like that. Since they're excited to be in the show, I'll bet they're going to want to strike a heroic pose. You'll look good doing that. Now watch as they start that plate away from their body in a large looping motion, faster, smaller, right in the middle like that. One more time. Here they go around and around right in the middle just like that. Run away. Here they go around and around right in the middle just like that. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Here they go around and around right in the middle just like that. Here they go around. Let's count them down from 10. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, Cheryl, Mary, a big moment in your life. It might be too much. Is it Kevin the Juggling Guy pencil? And a big round of applause. Thanks, ladies. Excellent. The reason I invited those nice ladies into the show, I have found from visiting lots of schools, lots of libraries, if I stand up here in front of this group and I do this, kids always say, oh, that's easy. So I'll balance it on one finger. And kids will say, oh, that's easy. So I'll balance it as such.
That's easy.
Well, don't get excited. It's hard to fit that into job interviews. But the point is this. A lot of times you first see something done, it looks easy. When you get around to trying it, you find it takes a little time and hard work. But what's really neat about juggling, it is just the opposite. A lot of times I'll be out places juggling. Folks will say, wow, juggling, I could never do that. Juggling's real hard. I hear that all the time. Well, I didn't come here to tell you it's easy, but it is learnable. My son learned to juggle 3 balls in kindergarten. My daughter learned in 3rd grade, so I've seen it done. And what I like to do near the end of the show, especially when we're going to be doing a workshop upstairs, I always like to tell this little juggling story. If I took these 2 balls, I could hand them to anybody, little kid, adult, wouldn't matter. I'd hand them to somebody, I'd say, hey, show me what your juggling skills are like. This is what most folks do. They take the 2 balls, they get real serious. Well, I'm going to show that Kevin guy some tricks. They do this, juggling, okay. And I'd say, hey, what about your other hand? They say, don't bug me, man, I'm juggling. Well, what happens is they only want to use their real good hand. All of us, when we were tiny little people, we discovered a wonderful hand. We learned to eat with it, write with it, throw with it, catch with it, carry with it. This is our hand. This one hangs around on the other side to make you look even. But if you watch real carefully when I juggle these, what's actually happening here? Nothing more than throwing and catching with each hand. It's in fact a crossing pattern. Now a lot of times I'll be out at little kids' schools, I'll show them this pattern, and little kids will say, oh yeah, but those balls go real slow for you. I say, you belong in school, kid. The reason they go slow, I taught myself to throw nice and even. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If juggling was easy, everybody'd do it. It wouldn't be special, and I'd have no job. So the fact that it's a challenge is what makes it special. Now, I was visiting with the nice library ladies upstairs, and when they weren't saying, a lot, they were showing me some of the juggling books. There's a whole bunch of books up there on juggling. I bet there's videos available on juggling. And I'm going to guess that if you chose to, almost anybody in this room could teach themselves this juggling pattern, probably by bedtime tonight. Do you know the average adult can learn to juggle in about 20 minutes? Kids might take a little longer. But Deborah, the library lady, has set up a juggling workshop in just about a little while. And those that are signed up, we're going to go upstairs for the workshop because this ceiling is a little bit low and we'd probably really ding these panels up if we tried to juggle in here. So, in just a couple minutes after I wrap the show up, those of you that have signed up for the juggling workshop, we're going to go up to the 3rd floor, and that'll start in a few minutes. But if we're going to wrap this show up in style, I better thank Kyle the Hat Dude, who's now the mayor and has a cool pencil. Thanks to Barb, the nun-boxing mom. You looked good doing that. I want to thank the plate spinning ladies. Maybe there's another hidden talent out there that you haven't discovered. But I want to thank all of you for coming out to the program today. Thanks to Deborah for inviting me to visit. If you're signed up for the workshop, just kind of relax for a few minutes, find your way up to the 3rd floor. If you're just here for the show, I want to thank you for coming out. The little ones in the workshop might be a little bit much. I'm going to take those spinning plates up there. I've got juggling balls up there for everybody to try their hand. I hope you get a chance to join us, and I do again want to thank you for coming out. You got an awful nice library here. Thanks, Deborah, for everything. So we're going to start with just one beanbag. Remember the trade position, invisible wall, and what I look for when you're tossing and catching, see if you're throwing the same height out of each hand. And what you'll notice, even this early in your juggling career, there's 2 peak points to the pattern. A right hand throw peaks in front of your left shoulder, and a left hand throw peaks in front of the right. A peak point means the highest point that the ball travels to. So I toss up and over going back. If those throws are nice and even, I know you can't really see the peak points because they're invisible, but I'm going to be looking for them. If your throws are nice and even, you will likely get the hang of this. This is the key step in your learning to juggle. When the first ball peaks, going over the invisible wall, remember the 2 peak points. When the first one peaks, the next one's tossed inside of it and peaks at the opposite shoulder. See if you can see the 2 peak points. Hands are nice and low. Toss over, and stop. They trade places. Over, and stop. I have one tip that really will make a huge difference if you listen and take this tip. When you work with 2, let your weak hand go first. Not your real good hand that likes to do all the work. Here's why. If you start good hand, most people do this. They go, okay, I'm ready to juggle. And they do this. And I say, wow, you should tour the world. They only use their good hand. So since I'm right-handed, I'm going to toss left, right, stop. It looks real easy when I do it. What you want to look for are nice, even tosses. Toss, stop. When we go to the 3rd beanbag, you now can start with either hand, the right or the left. It doesn't matter. As long as you start with the hand that has 2. That does matter. In fact, that's huge. So make sure the hand with 2 is going first. I like to start with 2 in my good hand, which is the right. If you struggle with that, go to the weak hand. But again, hand with 2 is real important. I'm still carrying that tray. Wall's still here. Check it out. Hands are nice and low. Toss over. Now, there's a reason that looks real steady and even. The reason it looks steady and even, it's steady and even. In other words, my hands are nice and low, and the peak points are the same height.
For more information on other children's programs at Upper St. Clair Library, call 835-5540 or stop by the Children's Floor.